Okay, so I have been sober now for, I think, completely 4 years. I think it's about 4 years now. And even before then, like, I didn't drink or anything like that. I would have maybe one drink every so often. But even when I wasn't technically sober, I was still like, I still had a sober mindset. But I've been sober for quite a while now. And I've noticed that here in Australia, you still encounter a lot of people that react very negatively to those that don't drink. It's actually kind of wild to me because you can be somebody that doesn't even project it out into the world. You don't even externalize it. It's just like a choice that you make for yourself. And you keep it internal, something that you say to yourself, all right, I'm not going to drink. And then you don't do it and you're not preachy about it or anything like that. But if you're out somewhere, for example, and a group of your friends or a group of different people grab a drink and then they offer to grab you a drink and you go, no thanks, I don't drink. Suddenly you become the pariah. Like, they act like you're the one that has the problem. And I know, like, the mere fact that somebody has gone sober suggests that maybe that they had a problem with it, but I don't think we should adopt that sort of attitude towards sobriety. Like, I don't believe you should have to have a problem. Like, the problem shouldn't preclude the sobriety. It should be, oh, I'm sober because I want to be sober, not because I had a problem. But I think a lot of the connotations surrounding sobriety nowadays is still, it's still attached to problem drinking or excessive drug use or something like that. But it's like anything can be a problem, you know what I mean? People can get addicted to World of Warcraft, for example. People can get addicted to food. It's not just alcohol, but I suppose when you're talking strictly about being sober and sobriety itself, it's exclusively like mind-altering substances or something that alters your state of consciousness. So I would say, let me just get more comfortable here. Yeah, the Australians are pretty negative and mistrusting or distrustful towards people that opt for sobriety. And I kind of don't get it. Like, why would you consider somebody that doesn't drink as less trustworthy? Maybe that's just my brain and the way I've rationalized it, but I don't get it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, but to me it just doesn't make a whole heap of sense, the negativity surrounding people that are sober. A lot of really loud cars here at the moment. But I think the way that we change this is you encourage people during their teenage years. You encourage teenagers in particular. I think the key here is encouraging teenagers in particular into thinking and recognizing that not drinking, although it's an understandable part of growing up, for 99% of people, it's a rite of passage, especially here in Australia. And I would wager in most other Western nations as well. But I would say that we should be encouraging them into knowing that, it's okay to not drink. And if you start people early with this mindset, like if you ingrain it into them early, that, it's a good thing, it's a positive thing, then I think there will be less social repercussions for not drinking later on down the line. But that's just one little phase. That's one little aspect of sobriety itself. I think maybe the youth in particular, like Gen Z and below, I think they're drinking a little less, according to some of the stats that I've been reading lately, which is a good thing. And I'm not criticizing those that do drink, so don't mistake this and misrepresent my views here. I've just been reading that Gen Z drink a little less than millennials, and millennials drank a little less, well, we drank a little less than Gen X's. And overall, the trend is probably heading towards people not drinking as much in general. But still, the majority of the people that you encounter out in the wild, they're drinking, even if it's not a bar, like cafes. People drink at cafes. People drink at pizzerias, all sorts of places. If there's alcohol available, people will be drinking it. And it's not on the business owners because, supply and demand and all that jazz. But yeah, I'm curious to know where you guys are in the world. What is the general and overall attitude towards people that choose to be sober and sobriety itself? I'm genuinely curious to know this. And yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. It's been a pleasure. And until the next one, I'll catch you guys around.